I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are joined by Alyula Castor. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Alyula Castor. I also answer to Ali.
Mm-hmm.
On Twitch.tv, I'm a cosmic bunny, and I like video games. I like girly stuff. I just like having fun.
Yeah. So what brought you to VTubing and content creating?
I first became acquainted with it. 2022, 21. When I first saw the very first VTuber I ever saw was like a lot of people's first. Kizuna Ai.
Mm-hmm.
When I first saw her videos, I was like, "What is happening? What is going on here? Is she actually an AI? Do they actually make?" Like I was so clueless. I didn't know how that was working.
Yeah,
But
something like that is really magical when you see it first, isn't it? Just kind of.
oh yeah,
Yeah, it's just like, whoa, wait a second here.
is this what it was like to discover fire?
Yes, exactly. It's exactly like when we just stepped through the door,
Yeah.
and then he was like, I want to be a part of that.
I mean, it took me a while to get there. Like it started, it snowballed from there. Like I went to Twitch, and there were, frankly, a ton of VTubers there, and I interacted with a couple of them,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't like firmly get the idea to start like VTubing for myself until like I had the idea for the character that I wanted to be.
Mm-hmm. So were you kind of by then? Did you decide that you wanted to do it, and then you had to figure out a way to do it at that point?
Kind of. So like I knew when I decided that's what I wanted to do. That's I was already familiar with like the programs that other folks use. VTube Studio, all that stuff.
Right.
OBS. Um. From there it was a matter of like getting to learn how to use like the models, like the programs. Um. When I first started, I was actually using a free to use model. It was you may have seen it. Most people would probably be familiar with it. It's the model by Sakuraimon. It's a sketchy one that is super customizable.
Okay. Yeah. So you can kind of make it your own in a way. Though it's
Precisely.
yeah. It's so you were able to do that for a while. Did it take you very long to get comfortable behind a microphone, or had you done something like that before?
It took me a while, mostly because I'm in IRL. I'm a very taciturn person. It takes some doing to like get any sort of verbal language out of me. But eventually, I got to a point where I can sit down and just talk about random nonsense.
Yeah. I say you're the first person to use the word taciturn. So with one of my interviews, I appreciate that. It's a absolutely perfect use of that word. I'm one of those Scrabble nuts. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's a real good word. I wish I could use it in the Scrabble or the crosswords. So you would describe yourself kind of as a person who isn't going to initiate conversations, that type of thing.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So but was it to the point where you wouldn't even join in, or did you really have to be, somebody have to rouse you up and say you're going to be part of this conversation?
I think somebody would have to like ask me directly for any input. Otherwise, I'm just like at the big talkie circle, just sitting in and listening.
Somebody activate Alyula, please. Some, somebody hit the button for Ali.
Did somebody say bunny?
Yes,
I mean,
the ears go up. Hello.
did somebody say carrots?
Yes, carrot. Yes. For me, it's somebody say
I
pizza.
fit that stereotype.
So, was that something that you've always had? I mean, growing up, you're where you weren't exactly the one that's going to jump in and grab the microphone and entertain the crowd.
Kind of. I was a bit off and on with it as a kid. There was a point. I want to say early teens, where I just could not shut up about anything. Like I would like I could like drown like any random person with information that they did not ask for. But I think like uh at one point somebody like somebody close to me like flat out said to me plainly, nobody cares what you're talking about. And
Ouch.
I think I like overcorrected from that point on,
Oh,
but I've gotten better about it.
yeah, yeah. It's just that's a tough thing when you're finally opening up, and you're expressing yourself, and you're starting to get a little comfortable, and then somebody just slams the door on your foot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, maybe nobody wants to hear what I'm talking about, and then you kind of
It it,
go ahead.
it helps to like as a streamer like people are free to come and go as they please like I could be up there chatting and nobody's a captive audience with me.
Hmm. Yeah, actually, it's an interesting. I don't think anybody's brought that up. So having that kind of aspect of your audience that kind of helps you,
Mhm.
knowing that that they're not trapped to hear what you're saying. They're there on their own volition.
And it feels just as liberating for me.
Wow. I really, I'm really. You're the first person who said something like that on all these interviews. I never even thought about it at that angle. You get to do what you want, and if folks want to be
Mhm.
along for the ride, they can.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go. So. Has that been freeing for you, and you've been able to open up while you were streaming now, and kind of,
Oh, yeah, I would say so.
yeah.
Um, that's another like part of why I like started streaming is like I um I've always like thought of myself as like somebody who is not very good at talking, but
Mm,
I was like, you know what, this is gonna force me to do that. I'm gonna be able to like uh learn how to carry a conversation.
mhm.
Um, I've always been like envious of streamers who can just um stream under the just chatting category and like do so for hours. I'm like, I want to be able to do that. That seems like an honest to god talent.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Well, it's not always what it's cracked up to be. Eh,
hmm,
I mean, you still have to have the personality to do these things, and it is still very
hmm.
much very personality driven. And somebody could do a just talking segment for 3 hours, and you don't want to hear them.
There you go.
Whatever they're talking about is, and it's just that if they're just going on and ranting, unless it's a funny rant, you're not going to want to stick around very long. And there's a lot of other fish in the sea, really, so to speak. Um, have you been
Oh
able
yeah.
to catch your audience right now? Do you think? You got folks who are sticking around for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So how does that
I
make
got
make you feel at this point, knowing that you were kind of shy about starting the conversation? Now you got people waiting for you to talk.
it's comforting. I've had I've had multiple folks t tell me that my streams are cozy, which uh going into the hobby, I wasn't that wasn't an adjective so I was expecting because when all of my streams I play a video game in them.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and otherwise I'm quiet and not so talkative. Uh, sometimes sometimes I lock in. I'm super focused on my game
Yeah.
and don't I don't talk still.
Yeah.
But I get competitive sometimes, and sometimes I go from like cozy and comfortable, and then all of a sudden I'm screaming like out of a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah, I know I've done that. And when I'm playing a game like Fallout or something, where I've gotten through and not saved, and then
All out, more like crash out.
yeah, absolutely crash out. Like I died and I didn't save any of that long underground fight that took all of my resources.
No.
That's when the cats scatter. like oh, there he goes. Or if I would be playing Stardew and I would mess something up and and then
I
realize that
missed my date with Penny.
yes, I missed all of that and then I fell asleep and I can't do anything about it now. Like no. Um that but the for you this ability to um would you say blossom is a good way to say it? That you get to show your personality a little bit by
That's a pretty way of saying it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because we now we get to see, you know, the person you're keeping, you're not letting us see otherwise.
Hmm.
And so having that model out there, how much of a help is that for you?
Oh, honestly, yeah. Pretty helpful. So, when uh, I was actually the one who came up with the design for it, but
Hmm.
other artists, like who knew what they were doing, actually made it look good.
Hmm.
But when I was coming up with the concept for it, I was like, I want to I want to have it. I want to have I want to have her so that she can like do things that I can and like don't normally do IRL.
Hmm.
Like well, for starters, being a bunny, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I
I'm,
mean,
I'm already I'm already human IRL, so uh let's have her go to space. Let's
space
have
rabbit.
her wear shorts. I almost never wear shorts.
Yeah. Yeah, there are absolute local laws that prevent me from wearing those.
Uh, currently the law over here is that it is too damn cold.
Yeah, well, that too. Although I have been to Walmart recently,
That is true.
and you're gonna see just about everything over there if you stay there long enough. um, the so for you, it allows you the chance to, um, and some people say this. It
Hmm.
giving you the chance to be more yourself than you can normally be.
Yeah, I'd say that's true.
Mm. And
Like
and
I can I come home from work and I can just uh do me. I can just let it all hang out.
mm, yeah, and while there's still feedback, um, and sometimes not all positive feedback, but
Hmm.
you kind of get a chance to set the narrative, whereas in IRL situations, you don't really do get to do that all the time. It's not always a hallmark meeting of people. Sometimes it's a A&E cops type of thing, and you just
Mine. You come to an alley street. And mine is the only truth.
yes, this is the only truth. So when you got up the nerve to turn that microphone on, and you had
Mhm.
everything set and ready to go, what type of emotions were running through you when you first streamed?
Uh, also like, uh, oh god, there's so much dead air. Oh god, I have nothing to say. Um, that when I first started streaming, I didn't even like uh have the programs. I didn't have like VTube Studio or anything yet. I was like, okay, let's boot this up. Like, try to get comfortable with the idea of streaming, see how I like it.
Hmm.
Um, and there was so much dead air in like my earlier streams. Uh, it got to I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to play something that will force me to speak, and I s- a couple of my earlier streams were of visual novels.
Mm,
So I like had no choice but like to at least read out loud.
yeah, yeah. Well, that was a good idea actually. It does kind of force your hand to read as you're going
Mhm,
along, and get you a little more used to using that instrument,
mhm.
and and not only that, since it's a visual novel, you're not just reading it rote. You have to put little emphasis in things too, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it really so it sounds like to me as you actually have kind of pushed yourself into areas that you're not comfortable with to try to get comfortable with them.
Yeah, in more ways than I was uh than I expected actually. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's and out when you look now at what you've been able to do online and how Ali is doing, and people are coming back to see you, and then you think about how you felt before you turned the microphone on. What's the difference for you?
See the difference between then and now. Let's see. That's a
You know, it's
that is a thinker.
well,
Well that
people adapt so easily sometimes, and sometimes they don't even realize it. But that,
yeah, the obvious answer is experience. Like, uh, you get started and it just kind of snowballs from there.
yeah,
We have there's a saying in like especially in the gaming sphere, like the first step to getting good at something is to suck at it.
yeah. Then I must be ready to be good at something. I
Yeah, like
got, I got, I,
especially like in the FGC, the fighting game community.
mm,
Like you pick up a new fighting game, uh, you're gonna suck at it, and if you like decide like pick it up day one and like go online, you're gonna you're gonna lose and lose often.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know somebody in my family who got one of those battle games where you join in and you join in with a group and you can respawn into the group and keep going on the project. And he was so bad they told him not to come back.
Damn,
He would like spawn, shoot randomly a couple of times, and die.
that sounds like my experience playing Marvel Rivals.
Yes, it was funny to watch because he was getting a kick out of it. Here I am, I'm dead. Okay, wait for respawn. They were like, and then you could hear the bones like, "Is he back again? Please let somebody else come in."
Spawn in, throw a couple of nuts at Iron Man, get vaporized instantly.
Yes, just shooting randomly into the air. It's just, I got the shot off this time. I can just say that it wasn't me, but it certainly could have been me as far as those games go.
uh, also, I gotta say, I think past me would have been uh over the moon by how much I've grown, like how consistent my following has gotten.
Mm,
I mean, current me is over the moon too.
mm,
Um, but not that numbers are all that important, but I am a simple creature, and I like it makes me happy to see numbers go up.
yeah.
Um, but when I first like started streaming in earnest, I was sitting at like what something like 15 followers.
Mm,
Uh, now it's over 900.
yeah. I mean, that's quite a that's quite a jump.
Hmm.
Just imagine having 15 people in a room and then turning around and now there's 900 people in the room.
Yeah, like 2.5 years of doing this is that's pretty neato.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. And it's got to feel good knowing that these people are coming because of you. They want to spend that time with you.
Yeah,
And all these folks around the world and standing upside down from you and not even always speaking the same language. They they want to see what you're up to.
yeah,
So
and occasionally like folks that who have uh interacted in like their own stream chats like well before I even like thought of streaming for myself like occasionally someone like that will pop into my chat. I'm like, whoa.
when did this happen? Is this Hallie? Hello?
Did it, did I keep did I pass out in my chair?
That's right. But now that you know that when you turn the microphone on, there's going to be people waiting for you.
Hmm?
That's got to have a in the way you described how you got comfortable with it. So for you, it's got to be a pretty good feeling knowing that when you turn it on, they're going to be there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a um it feels nice. It feels nice that seeing the usual folks like show up at the start of stream.
Yeah.
Uh like they're not all gonna come in at once obviously, but even still like seeing familiar names and like names that come by every now and then uh gives me the warm fuzzies.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice to kind of have that. It almost gives you a home feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, or a cheers bar, Norm, that type of thing. When folks show up like that, it um. So did you have that type of a goal when you started, or was it just let's see where it takes us?
Uh, I would say it's the latter. Like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this character. I'm gonna commission a model of her.
Hmm.
I'm gonna I'm gonna take up streaming. Let's see where it takes me. Um, but I had to. I did have goals in mind. Like I had expectations. Like
Hmm.
I was like I want this to be a hobby first and foremost. There I don't think I'm like gonna blow up in like popularity. Of So definitely keep my day job. This is a hobby.
Hmm.
Uh, also take this opportunity to improve as a speaker, uh, improve as an interlocutor. That's one of my favorite words.
Oh, that's another good one.
I learned that from one of my interestingly enough, the one of the first visual novels I played on my streams.
Wow.
Um, also, uh, this is gonna help me like rekindle my interest in like gaming itself as a hobby
Mm, yeah.
because I'd kind of fallen out of it
Hmm.
up until I picked up streaming again
Yeah.
because I got busy. In like the decade prior, with college and then work.
Now you were adulting.
Hmm.
You need to stop doing that.
It was
Oh,
like, yeah, up until that point, I was like, um, the closest I got into like any gaming of myself was watching other people play games.
mm,
And I was
yeah.
like,
I
I wanna play games for myself.
yeah.
I wanna
Well,
get back into that.
that's how I kind of got back into playing games. I saw people, and mostly it was the game Stardew Valley at the time because I was like, well, this looks like it's going to be really fun. And when I downloaded it, you still couldn't marry all the people in the island. I mean, it was a long time ago, and
What?
and I've got like 40 save files in a computer that doesn't work anymore of the game. I played it up and down and backwards and forwards. So it became something I really enjoyed, and it expanded into getting more and more games. Um, and that was I hadn't really played any video games since I had an old e computer, which is older than most people can remember. Um,
Gosh, I would have said okay. So you want to know the earliest game I remember ever playing?
what is it?
Uh, Centipede on the Commodore 64.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, yes. And was it the centipede on the cassette the cartridge? Do you know?
I have to think about that. I was itty bitty,
Yeah,
but I guess so
yeah,
because
yeah,
it had the monitor, it had the keyboard.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, because I owned a Commodore 64, and I played the heck out of that one. As
Hmm.
folks who don't remember that, there were a couple different ways you could play on a Commodore 64. And one, of course, was loading up 25 discs, and there also was a slot for cassettes that you could put in. They're not really cassettes; they're game cartridges. And I had Donkey Kong and Dig Dug, and they looked so much like the actual arcade games at the time. I was pretty pleased with that, considering that I wasn't about to buy any newer computer for quite a while. Um, so I can imagine Dig Dug was actually pretty close to the actual arcade. Did you get a chance to go to the arcades as a youngin?
I Yeah, actually, there was a. I mean, in my one of my local theaters, there actually is kind of still an arcade, not quite the spectacle it used to be.
Mm,
Um, but we had the mall, we had big arcade there.
yeah,
Um, and my funnily enough, my the machines I was always the most interested in were like usually anytime they either had a shmup game or if they had a fighting game specifically. I kept my eye out for Marvel versus Capcom, which I
yeah,
could think of at least two different locations that had it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you'd have that one game, and then you keep coming back to that one, and then one day it was either broken or they switched it out for some game you never want to play. And it's like,
They switched it out for Bass Pro Fishing.
no, no,
If I
not
wanted to go fishing, I would play Sonic Adventure.
that's right. I just play Stardew. I
There
want
you
to
go,
do that.
started.
But the games that we used to have things like Aladdin's Castle and that type of thing. I can remember one of because I had worked overnights for a long period of time, off and on, as a youth. Um, Friday mornings after the pay got in the bank, I would stay up until 11 o'clock, which is not easy to do if you've worked the night before, and go
Ooh.
down to a local pizza place, order a certain type of pizza, walk 2 buildings over to the arcade, play this one particular game, $1 worth of this particular game, and when I was done, the pizza would be done, and I'd go home.
That
So,
sounds like the life.
oh, I mean, well, the pizza was good too, which actually helped. But I was like, there you go, bachelor life. That was my night out at 11 o'clock in the morning on Friday. But we had so much fun at those, and see, uh, my uh, generation, we had the arcades, we had the quarters in the slots type deal or tokens, and so and what really got me was when my my wife and I got the PlayStation, and suddenly
Mhm.
we could get all of those games I played as a kid in the arcade all together on one disc. Like, well, there's my entire childhood on that disc.
The future is now.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, you couldn't really play it because the controls were garbage. If you're trying to play a game like that, but so what was the
Yeah,
first game you did stream? Do you remember?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I have the Mega Man X Legacy collection on Steam, and just to get my feet wet, I streamed the very first Mega Man X because that's an old favorite of mine.
Hmm.
That's a game that I know. That's a game that I'm comfortable with.
Right.
Uh, I've been playing that game since I was in kindergarten. Uh,
You
and
there can't be any secrets between you and the game at this point.
no, oh, you'd be surprised. I've seen people speed around that game, and I was like, what? You could do that?
That would have saved me hours.
That would save me hours if I had the dexterity to do that thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, but again, it was an early stream, so I like um, it was mostly dinner, but at that point I was like, if anybody comes in, hopefully they at least see the gameplay and like see somebody like competent at this game,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like say hi at the very least. But it wasn't all Mega Man X that first stream. Like I beat it, and like I was like, it's only been 2 hours. I'm gonna switch to something else.
yeah.
Uh, so I switched over to Guilty Gear Strive,
Oh, okay.
a game that is to this day still a mainstay on my channel. Um,
It's nice to have those
and
comfort games you can go back into whenever you want.
oh, absolutely. I happen to really enjoy fighting games as a genre,
Yeah, yeah.
and so do a lot of the people who watch my channel. Because I often credit games like Guilty Gear Strive and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus with me picking up as much steam as I have,
Hmm.
because like when I started like playing those games like somewhat regularly on my channel, uh that was enough to get me to a affiliate in like 4 months.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean,
And that was
when you got that, how did that hit you when you realized that you got affiliate?
uh it was a surprise, but not in the way you would expect. So um I knew that I was on the cusp of it.
Hmm.
Like I had to like reach a certain like viewer quota.
Hmm.
And this was back in 2023. So um the goalposts were different back then.
Right, right.
Um but I noticed how close I was, like a day or two before I had to leave for surgery, and I was like, when I get back we're doing this. But then I checked my email while I was out of state. Uh, and it said congratulations, you're in. I was like, oh, I guess I was closer than I thought.
They said you're thinking up some big thing to do, and I was like, oh, okay, well,
I'm gonna have to play. I'm gonna have to lean in on fighting games.
yes.
And
Well, it didn't. You got to know, it's still, if you really want to expand an audience and whatever you're doing in entertainment, you have to know your audience. You have to
oh yeah,
know,
absolutely.
yeah,
And
and
they do enjoy playing with the streamer.
yeah,
That
yeah.
like
Have you used that thing where they can make decisions against you or for you? Have you heard of that program?
like crowd control.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Ooh, I have heard of it. I've actually been on the other side of that. Like I've been in the crowd messing with the streamers I watch. Uh, there was a there was somebody I follow who was doing crowd control with Super Mario 64.
Oh lordy.
Like she had played through that game once already.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, that was like her first year ever playing that ever,
Yeah.
and then she played it again with crowd control, and she was stuck on like the sliding segment because everybody in the chat kept messing her up. But then she finally got to the end, like left the house, the star appears, and then I input the I put in the crowd control option that instantly killed her just before she reached the star. So she had to do the slide again.
Oh, you got karma coming.
So absolutely, I got karma comments, and all the more reason for me to use that.
Karma for Ali. No, thank you.
Hey, if it means audience participation, if it means sweet interaction.
That's right. That's right. So, have you got any big events coming up, or have you made those types of plans?
Hmm. Oh, oh my God, I get to talk about this.
Mm.
All right, so, uh, I don't have a solid date yet. I'm still waiting on the centerpiece of it all.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a new model coming.
Ah.
That is uh that was something that honestly came about by accident. But it was pretty funny. So I commissioned an artist for an intro screen. Like you start the stream and the stream doesn't like technically start, but there's like a starting soon screen and like there's a fun little animation.
Right.
And that artist was like months later sent me back, hey, what do you think? And I was like, that's really pretty. Is that actually the animation or is that a model? And the artist was like, oh whoops. And me, I was like mentally I was like, it would be a shame to make him like just to scrap that thing that didn't technically ask for. You know what? I'm gonna let you cook, and I'm also gonna pay you for it. But also hold on a sec. I'm gonna get together with other artists. I'm gonna come up with like a new outfit. Yeah. I'm gonna send that to you. We get all those ducks in a row, and so probably sometime in 2026, I'll have a new model.
That's cool.
In the meantime, I've got other pots boiling. Getting some new emotes set up. I'm still getting that. Intro animation from him.
Yeah. By the way, I want to congratulate that artist on some interesting marketing.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look at this. Look what I can do.
And this was an artist that I had the pleasure of working with before, so I was like, I can trust this person. It was it was definitely like a happy accident, I would say.
Yes. Yes. We like the happy accidents.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to see that you've been able to do pretty much what you wanted with the streaming, and it also sounds like it's become a kind of a treasured part of your life right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've also made some really good friends doing so.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't asked you about that. I was going to ask about how what how the VTuber sphere has treated you as far as that goes. Have you been able to do a whole lot of collaboration?
Uh, that's a that I've been doing a collaboration with like a select few people, but
Mm,
yeah, mostly folks that I've basically interact with on a daily basis.
mm.
Um, but usually as far as collaborations go, I'm usually the person who gets asked
Mm.
to do them. Um
That's still a big step yet.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Um and it's another like part of me like
I mean,
being how should I put this?
a bit
Uh
shy.
well I do have this thing where like I like if I feel like I want to ask somebody to if they want to do something, I'm like, I'm bothering them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You gotta get yourself be a little more sociopathic.
There you go.
And just say, I don't care whether they want to or not.
It's like my mom always says, the worst they could possibly anyone could possibly do is say no.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you there's a lot more worse things they could do too, depending on what you're asking and who and then the right time, that sort of thing. But
Yeah,
um,
I feel like anything worse than that might actually be catastrophizing. Like, what are they gonna do? It's like, yeah, you ask them, hey, you wanna join me for some for some night rain on the weekend,
yeah,
and blocked.
yes, blocked, reported, etc. I'm not gonna give anybody any more ideas, or else karma will come back on me. I've
Mhm.
seen plenty of that person. I don't need any more karma. Thank you very much. Um,
Mhm.
so for you, this is really, it started off as maybe a tentative step, has become a full fledged march for you. I seems to me like you're really making a lot of good strides.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you got to have some. It's got to make you proud that you've been able to step into this and kind of assert yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. And has that translated over into um, interactions in real life where you might be a little bit more uh, likely now to start the conversation?
Kind of. I mean, uh, at uh, if it's somebody I personally know IRL, yeah, I can. I think I'm better at holding a conversation and initiating.
Mm, yeah, that's good. And
I
to
don't. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
as long as you're comfortable with it, it's the thing. Not everybody has to
absolutely.
be super gregarious all the time.
Hmm.
They
I like
can,
that word.
yeah, I do too. It's got two G's in it, and it's
The
gregarious.
two the two letters that folks in the FGC like hearing.
Yes,
GG.
GG. What? you can't help but smile when you hear that. Actually, I can't anyway.
Aquarius. I'm gonna say that more.
Yeah. For you, it sounds like you've got everything, your ducks in a row. You got good plans. You got a realistic outlook to it, and you're enjoying yourself, which is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's. Are you enjoying yourself more than you thought you would?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, uh, like I feel like I'm not alone in this, but occasionally like I'll have a day where I'm like where I like have a stream schedule. I'm like there's a voice in my head is like, I don't feel like doing this. And then I
Yes.
and then like and then I'm just like go ahead with it anyway, and then start playing my game, and like, wow, oh my god, this is I'm having way more fun than I was expecting. um, um, sometimes I get really invested, despite my negative feelings earlier,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
And
like by the end of the stream, like, where did those 9 hours go?
yes, absolutely, absolutely, and it happens sometimes. When you get old in my age, you get like when you're my age, you can get all grumpy and all you want. It's like the law. You can do that.
There you go.
Yeah, so you kind of earn that right, and so you get a lot more situations where you start something. I don't want to do this. To oh, I really enjoyed myself, and then afterwards you're like, I don't know why I did that. Guess that comes with forgetfulness too. But I want to thank you for coming on. It's been a great chance to meet you, and
Oh,
I'm
likewise.
I'm so glad that you've gotten this opportunity
Mhm.
to really add to your own experience and your own daily life. And um, it sounds like you've got something that's both an escape in a way and a destination, which a lot of people aren't able to do. Okay, so congratulations for that,
Thank you, thank you.
and thank you so much for coming on. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna have
Likewise.
Ali's descriptions and links in the description for folks to check out and see what Ali's got going on. We'll talk to you again soon, Ali.
Take care.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.